I think he left me. I think he left me to do this all on my own. Goodness, Beverly, you're just, oh, you're booty. Well, me and my besties out here, Beverly, Donkey Dan, and I'm Jean, just hanging out on this side of the path. Hey, why are you backing up? You're already touching me. Don't you be mean to him. You are getting just as much love, okay? Everybody's pretty slicked down. Look how beautiful that they are. Bev's still got a little bit of a beard. Lima's got a little bit of some back fur. We'll just call it that. And a few little dangly boos down here. But we're gonna work on it, right, baby? We are. Dan, you're looking sharp as ever. Lima, that's my... Okay. Beverly's still got a little bit of fur back here. I'm hoping that Lester will bring us a brush. Working on feed up time right now before we head over to the jail to do those evening chores. But Lester brought the donkeys and ostriches to this side of the pasture the other day. Give that a little bit of a break over there. And there is green stuff growing here, but some of it's just not what we want. There's so much to do out here, but donkeys eat a little bit of a different diet than horses do. They can forage a little bit more than just graze like horses and cows do. So it's appropriate for them to eat over here. Oh, Trixie went in the pond. I can see the ripples. Did you have a swim, baby? You did? Since all those storms and the dam repair, we tried to give this pasture a break. However, that break is making things look a little jankier than we are used to. Dad is coming with food, baby. Dad's coming. I know. She's like, I don't care about food. I just want you to scratch my behind. I'm gonna. Oh boy, here comes Chrissy. So with the tree that's fallen, the half taken down round pen, the dirt that's washed everywhere, like we just have so much work to do out here. And I'll be the first to admit that it's overwhelming to me to think about, because it's not just a day's work. It's like 2 weeks worth that I don't necessarily have time to dive into right now. And I'm just trying to take it one day at a time and not be so overwhelmed with it. I think he left me. I think he left me to do this all on my own. Okay, well, I was waiting out here to bring y'all food. I guess I get to bring you food. Okay, I'm going, sweetie. Gosh, he doesn't want me to touch. The dam has held up very well. The revision of the spillway, and the donkeys and the ostriches are navigating things fine. We did do some hydro seeding out here, and I'm starting to see little sprigs pop up. The donkeys don't really like congregate here, so it's fine. Oh, look. He went to go get their feed. He didn't forget. That's great news. But, you know, like during the week with working all day long and then having to go to J&L and spend a few hours there, there's not time to like dive really heavily into this pasture work. Oh my goodness. Beverly, you're just... Oh, your booty. Hi, sweetie. But this weekend, I imagine that we will be getting out a chainsaw and starting here. And then hauling that over to burn it and pile it up. And then hopefully coming in here with a tractor to smooth that out. The round pen is going to be repurposed for a short period of time. So we're going to take those panels because you can make them into other things. I'm taking them. You don't need a round pen. We're not going to work you. Hey, be sweet to each other. Be sweet to each other. I know. She thinks you need one and you think that you don't. What we'll do is take those to the JL, and I will make myself at least 2 stalls out of those. I'll put them in the barn. It gives me a space to put someone into if I need to, work with them, and kind of go from there. And then what I envision is we'll start here and just make our way out, from mowing to moving dirt, shuffling some of the rock that's been put out here. And then I'm gonna try to talk Lester into buying a disc, so that way we can disc up some of this dirt and then utilize the harrow to sort of do the tilling, like disc it up big, till it down finer, and then as long as it's going to keep raining like this, capitalize on planting grass, because what's growing out here is a lot of weeds. Our topsoil basically washed into the pond, and when that happened, all that it left was the strongest. Like the strongest survived, and the strongest, sadly, and a whole lot of weed. So that's kind of my vision on what will happen over here. It's going to take time, and it's not just this weekend. It's several weekends on top of everything else that we need to accomplish, on top of fighting 100-degree weather. And it's going to mean some early days and some late evenings, and I think that we can accomplish it together. We just have to both be committed to focusing on it until we can get it manageable. So lots to come on this side of the pasture. And then my hopes and dreams are that by fall, we'll be able to bring the horses back here. And I have a lot to explain about that. Their diets are pretty restrictive. And there won't be like a big, beautiful grass that's growing here by that point in time. It will basically be a giant dry lot, and we'll supplement with hay and with grain, which is normal for horse people in the winter. The reason is because Lester will plant ryegrass at the JL property, and that is to maintain the pastures and the cows, but that ryegrass is not suitable for my horses to eat. It just won't be good for them. It's too much sugar, it's not good for their hooves, and well, so they will come back here for winter, and by that time, I will also have this barn enclosed to have a winter space for them. This is all theory, pending any other major disaster or the ability for us to get this all cleaned up, because it's still pretty treacherous. But wouldn't you say that donkeys are better at terrain than horses are? So I don't have the same fears about the donkeys out here, because they're just better. They're more agile on that. Also, these donkeys are not out here running and chasing like Rita does. Like, they're pretty relaxed. They kind of navigate to go see Grandma Pat. They might make it up to the front. For the most part, they hang out in the shade. They come up to eat. They get a couple of drinks. Like, you know, they're relaxed. They're at that phase of their life of like, we're just here to hang out, happy to have a meal, happy to have somebody scratch their behinds every once in a while, like that. So there's a lot more to come. There's a lot more work that is ahead. And we are doing our best to be able to handle it all, but we're going to do it in sections. And in my mind, straight across here, all the way back up is section number 1. So if you followed my planning, excellent. If you're like Lester and are like, Jamie, just tell me what next step is. That's all I want to know. Next step is to load up that round pen. And that will happen probably tomorrow afternoon. For now, though, these chores are all done. Where are the other 2 ladies at? Where's Debbie and Tina? I'm guessing they're visiting Grandma Pat. They've really enjoyed their ability to go get random snacks all day from Grandma Pat. Hey, Fireball. Are you hiding? Busted. Totally busted.